Welcome everyone. Today is not just another English lesson, this is a turning point. Because by the end of this video, you are going to understand something that most learners never realize, and once it clicks in your mind, the way you approach English will completely change. Let me ask you something honestly. How many English videos have you watched? How many notebooks have you filled with grammar rules? How many times have you told yourself, I understand English, but I just can't speak it? That gap between understanding and speaking is one of the most frustrating feelings in the world. It makes smart people feel incapable. It makes confident people go silent. It makes talented people doubt themselves. But today, we fix that. Here is the shocking truth nobody tells you: you don't struggle with English because you are bad at languages, and you are definitely not struggling because you are unintelligent. You struggle because you have trained your brain, but you have never trained your mouth. Yes, your mouth is the missing piece. Speaking is not only a mental activity, it is a physical skill. Your lips must learn new shapes, your tongue must learn new movements, your jaw must adjust to new rhythms, and your breath must support a completely different flow of sound. When these muscles are untrained, speaking feels unnatural, slow, and stressful. That is why your voice shakes even when you know exactly what you want to say. Think about how you learned your native language. As a child, you didn't study grammar first. You listened, you copied, you repeated thousands of sounds, and slowly your mouth became fast and automatic. You never translated sentences in your head, you simply spoke. But with English, most learners do the opposite. They collect knowledge but avoid using their voice. They watch videos silently, read books quietly, and practice inside their mind instead of out loud. The result? Perfect understanding and zero fluency. Imagine reading 100 books about swimming but never stepping into water. The first time you jump into a pool, panic takes over because knowledge cannot replace physical experience. English speaking is exactly like that water. You cannot think your way into fluency, you must speak your way into it. And yes, it will feel uncomfortable at first. Every new skill does. But discomfort is not a sign that you are failing, it is a sign that you are growing. Let me make one bold promise to you. If you train your mouth for just 5 minutes every single day, your speech will begin to change within weeks. Not years. Weeks. Because consistency beats intensity every time. You don't need 5-hour study sessions. You don't need expensive courses. You don't need a foreign accent. What you need is deliberate daily practice that teaches your mouth how English actually feels when spoken. Start with a simple mouth warm-up. It may sound funny, but professional speakers, actors, and broadcasters all warm up before they perform. Gently roll your lips, stretch your tongue, open your mouth wide, exaggerate your smile, wake those muscles up. When your mouth is relaxed, your words flow more smoothly. Tension is the enemy of fluency. Next, stand in front of a mirror. Yes, a mirror. It will become one of your most powerful teachers. Look directly into your own eyes and say a simple sentence like, I am becoming a confident English speaker. Say it slowly first. Notice how your lips move. Notice your posture. Then say it again with more energy. And again with more certainty. At first, you might feel awkward, that is normal. Most people avoid seeing themselves speak, which is exactly why they never build presence. Confidence grows when you stop hiding from your own voice. Now comes one of the most powerful techniques in language learning: shadow speaking. Choose a short audio clip from a movie, interview, or speech. Listen carefully to one sentence, then immediately repeat it, matching the speed, tone, and rhythm as closely as possible. Do not pause to analyze grammar. Do not slow it down unnecessarily. Let your mouth chase the sound. This trains your brain, ears, and muscles to work together in real time, the same way they must during actual conversations. Another mistake learners make is speaking word by word instead of flowing naturally. Native speakers don't sound fluent because they use difficult vocabulary, they sound fluent because their words connect like music. English is a language of rhythm. Instead of saying, I am going to start, fluent speakers blend it into I'm gonna start. The sounds link together, creating smoothness. When you begin practicing this flow, people notice the difference immediately, even if your grammar is not perfect. Stop chasing the idea of a perfect accent. Clarity matters far more than imitation. The goal is not to sound British or American, the goal is to sound natural, comfortable, and easy to understand. Many confident speakers around the world have accents, yet they communicate powerfully because their speech flows without fear. Fear, let's talk about it for a moment, is the biggest reason people stay silent. The fear of making mistakes. The fear of being judged. The fear of sounding foolish. But here is something you must remember: every fluent speaker you admire once sounded like a beginner. Fluency is not a talent people are born with, it is a skill built through repetition. The only difference between you and a confident speaker is practice. From today, shift your focus from correctness to connection. Communication is not about delivering flawless grammar, it is about expressing meaning. People remember how you made them feel, not whether you used the present perfect correctly. Speak with emotion. Speak with intention. Let your voice carry energy. A sentence spoken with feeling is always more powerful than a sentence spoken perfectly but lifelessly. Try speaking like an actor instead of a student. Take a simple line such as, "I can't believe this happened," and say it with excitement, then with anger, then with surprise. Notice how your voice changes. When emotion enters your speech, your brain stops obsessing over mistakes and starts focusing on expression. This is where real fluency begins, not in textbooks, but in lived language. Another breakthrough comes when you stop translating from your native language. Translation is slow and exhausting. Train your brain to connect English directly with images and emotions instead. When you hear, "I'm starving," don't think of the equivalent word in another language, picture intense hunger. This direct association makes your reactions faster and your speech more automatic. Repetition is your secret weapon, but only if you use it correctly. Do not repeat sentences like a robot. Each repetition should improve something: your clarity, your speed, your emotion, or your confidence. Say a sentence slowly to master the sounds. Then say it naturally to build flow. Then say it faster to challenge your reflexes. Finally, use it in real-life situations so it becomes part of your voice rather than just a memorized line. Record yourself often. Your phone can become your private speaking coach. When you listen back, don't criticize yourself harshly, listen for progress. Notice where you sound stronger. Notice where your rhythm improves. Growth becomes visible when you measure it. There are two kinds of learners in this world. The passive learner consumes endless content but rarely speaks. The active learner practices daily, even if only for a few minutes. One gathers information, the other builds transformation. Years later, the difference between them is dramatic. One still says, "I understand but can't speak." The other communicates effortlessly. So ask yourself honestly, which one are you going to be? Opportunities in life often belong to those who can express their ideas clearly. Jobs, friendships, leadership roles, global connections, so many doors open when your voice carries confidence. Staying silent costs more than you realize. But the beautiful part is this: your future fluency is completely within your control. Do not wait for the perfect time to start speaking. There is no perfect time. Speak when you feel ready, and speak when you don't, because readiness is created through action. Some days you will feel confident, other days you will stumble. Both days are necessary. Progress is never linear, but it is always possible for those who persist. Understand this deeply: fluency is not a destination you suddenly arrive at. It is a daily decision. A decision to open your mouth even when fear whispers, "Stay quiet." A decision to practice when nobody is watching. A decision to improve one sentence at a time. One day, people will hear you speak and say, "Your English is so fluent." What they will not see are the small 5-minute sessions, the mirror practices, the shadow repetitions, the awkward recordings, and the moments you pushed past self-doubt. Fluency is built in private long before it is displayed in public. So stop waiting. Stop doubting. Stop telling yourself you are not ready. Your voice does not need permission to exist. Train it. Strengthen it. Trust it. Say this to yourself right now: I will not stay silent anymore. I will practice every day. I will allow myself to make mistakes because mistakes are proof that I am learning. My voice deserves to be heard. Because here is the final truth: the most fluent people are not the smartest people in the room. They are simply the ones who refuse to remain silent. And from this moment forward, you can be one of them. Your mouth can learn. Your confidence can grow. Your fear can shrink. And your story in English can finally begin.